FitLabPGH is a promoter of the idea that movement is a lifestyle, not just an activity. We do movement tip and lifestyle hack videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We interview people in the Pittsburgh area about movement, and sometimes we do a video podcast like today. We wanted to spend some time today talking a little bit about the snacks that we eat when we're on the move. This is for entertainment purposes only. You should always consult with a registered dietitian to get some good ideas about your own specific needs. These are things that we've found out over the long haul with some accidents that this is what works for us. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of the snacks we take if we go out on the bike, if we go out with the dogs on a hike, or even if we spend time on the Cheser trails working on clearing our mountain bike and trail running trails. Our whole idea is to maintain our blood glucose levels when we exercise so we don't bonk, crash, hit the wall, or whatever your favorite term is when your blood glucose lowers. So one of the things we know is when we do running or when we're working at a pretty high intensity, if we're going to go more than about 75 to 90 minutes for me, I need some sort of fuel. And because I'm working pretty hard, I need some sort of carbohydrate. So I pick things that are somewhere around 100 calories plus or minus. One of the things I've taken, it has fructose in it, so it might cause some GI distress for some of you, but I'd use baby food. This is pears, mango, and spinach. And depending on what you get, it's 70 to 100 calories. It's got a screw top, so you don't have to have it all. Another thing I'll eat is I'll eat a Cliff bar. These are Cliff mini bars. There's a variety of flavors. One of the nice things about these, if you're into bars, is when it's cold outside or when it's hot outside, pretty much the same consistency. If you remember some of the original sports bars that are out there, when you use them in the cold weather, you practically broke a tooth trying to chew on them. I may also use a fig bar. So this is a whole wheat fig bar from nuts.com, individually packaged. A couple other things I may pick up on. If I'm going to be going slower, hiking, maybe I'll make my own gorp, or I'll buy, this actually is from Trader Joe's, a package of nuts and raisins. These are titled sports beans. Here's a hint. If you don't want to buy sports beans, go buy some jelly beans. The sports beans may have a few extra additives in them, but they still have sugar in them, carbohydrates, and they'll help keep you moving. Honey stingers are something I'll use on occasion. I will say I'm more likely to use these with almond butter or peanut butter as part of my recovery practice because the little waffles have a tendency to get crushed in my jersey pocket or the bottom of the backpack, but they are a tasty choice, and I know for my stomach they settle quite well. Another version is, this is from a company called Scratch. These are energy chews. You're working pretty hard. You can have 1 or 2 cubes, 3 or 4 cubes. It works well with my stomach. And as you may have heard me talk about before, what I found, anything for me that has monk fruit, stevia, various types of sugar alcohols, i.e. clean foods, upsets my stomach. So I try to have real foods or packaged foods that are sugar for my exercise. Outside of exercise, I typically don't use a lot of processed foods. 2 final things I may use either before or after. This is a Papa Steve's No Junk Raw Protein Bar. These are very, very tasty. Haven't tried them out in super hot weather. Tried them out in cooler weather. They work well. Easy to tear open package. I can eat part of it. There are a variety of flavors. And what I really like about these for energy bars, you can look at the ingredients. You can actually recognize every ingredient. Final thing, if you've watched some of our videos, you know that I love espresso. I'm on something like 1,400 day streak, although I don't brag about it. You have to pick and choose the things that you brag about. This is from a company called Infinite, and it's their Performance Coffee Cold Brew. I often use this if I get back from a run or a bike and I know I need some calories. I may actually mix this with a shot of espresso. Again, you can recognize all the ingredients on it. And what it is, it's a tool to help keep me fueled. Outside of when I'm moving, I'm eating real food, but the big thing I want to be able to do, keep my energy levels up, move on a regular basis, and make sure that movement is a lifestyle, not just an activity. So as the weather warms up, you start to go out more, start to think about what are the foods I'm going to take if I'm going to go more than 60 to 90 minutes, and always carry some sort of a snack just in case something happens and you realize you're going to be out a little bit longer, or you realize you need some food. Little story to remind you of that. When my parents lived in Prospect, Pennsylvania, I set out for a 10-mile mountain bike ride and ended up on the roads circumventing all of Moraine State Park, 30-some miles with one water bottle of Gatorade. I can tell you it was not a fun experience the last 2 or 3 hours. So plan ahead, be safe, and make movement a lifestyle. Another video from FitLabPGH.